Villain history, Green Lantern, Rogues Compilation. Sportsmaster. Sportsmaster first appeared in All-American Comics number 85, May 1947. He was the foe of the original Green Lantern as well as Wildcat. He was first known as Crusher, Croc, a frustrated athlete who turns to a life of crime. He was a member of different incarnations of the Injustice Society. He dies trying to save a little girl from being killed by Dynaman. His death convinces Alan Scott to join the fight. His abilities include Master Athlete and Hand-to-Hand Combatant. Utilizes sports-themed weapons. In conclusion, Sportsmaster is kind of a forgettable villain. To Polaris. Polaris first appeared in Green Lantern Fall 2 number 21 June 1963. This apparently drove Neil Emerson within himself and led to the creation of the personification of his own dark side. Emerson left the United States for a year and returned to find he was an uncle. Emerson came to believe he had absorbed too much magnetic energy and unsuccessfully tries to drain of the excess energy. In desperation, Emerson tries to make a public appeal at a charity event to Green Lantern, believing Green Lantern's power ring can help him. His abilities include magnetism manipulation, expert physicist and medical specialist. In conclusion, he is a very underrated character in comics. Evil Star. Evil Star first appeared in Green Lantern Fall 2 number 37 June 1965. Evil Star seeks new worlds to conquer and comes into frequent conflict with the Guardians of the Universe and the Green Lanterns, including Hal Jordan. The Guardians later send Evil Star to the Errol rehab facility, where they use a brainwave nullifier in an attempt to cure him. This rehabilitation is only partially successful, as the nullifier stimulates his subconscious mind. His abilities include Starburn prolongs life, generate energy blasts, and form light constructs. Starling minions possess superhuman strength and invulnerability. In conclusion, Evil Star is an evil conqueror. Major Disaster. Major first appeared in Green Lantern number 43 March 1966. Paul Booker was nothing more than a cheap crook on the run from the police. He found an unlocked apartment window and climbed into hideout. Unbeknownst to him, it belonged to Thomas Kalmaku, Green Lantern's former friend and confidant, accidentally activating a hidden control panel. He discovered Kalmaku's casebook on Green Lantern. Using this, he found out the secret identities of both Green Lantern and the Flash. His abilities include alter probability to cause disasters, for example earthquakes, asteroid showers, force field generation, able to see strands of chaos. In conclusion, Major Force is a character and that's crazy. Hector Hammond. Hector Hammond first appeared in Green Lantern Fall 2 number 5 March-April 1961. The character Hammond is a petty criminal on the run from the law when he discovers the fragments of a strange meteor in the woods, observing that radiation from the meteor caused the nearby plants to evolve rapidly. Hammond kidnaps 4 scientists and exposes them to the meteor on a remote island. The radiation causes their intellects to evolve, but also has the side effect of sapping their wills. His abilities include genius-level intellect, telepathy, mind control, telekinesis. In conclusion, Hammond is a literal psychopath with mental powers. Sonar. Sonar first appeared in Green Lantern Volume 2 number 14, 1962. Rogue monarch of Medora, using his sound technology to commit crimes and exert political influence. His skills include Sonigun is a device that enables him to absorb sound, which he can use to fly, project illusions, fire sonic attacks, and perform telekinetic feats. In conclusion, Sonar is a villain with a long lifespan and many different forms. Vandal Savage. Savage first appeared in Green Lantern number 10 December 1943. He is said to be a Cr Magnon warrior who gained immortality and advanced healing abilities after encountering a strange meteorite during prehistoric times for over 50,000 years. He plagues the Earth as a villain and occasional conqueror, sometimes using different names. He is a brilliant and sadistic tactician with immense knowledge in various sciences and forms of combat, able to fight effectively despite not having any superhuman powers beyond his ability to survive and heal from lethal wounds. His abilities include superhuman strength, speed, and durability, immortality, nigh invulnerability, master martial artist and hand-to-hand combatant, genius-level intellect, master tactician, strategist and field commander, skilled swordsman and marksman. In conclusion, Savage is a mortal who has chosen to be a tyrant. Parallax. Parallax first appeared in Green Lantern Vol 350, March 1994. Parallax is a demonic parasitic entity dating back to the dawn of time. This parasite was the sentient embodiment of fear, traveling from world to world and causing entire civilizations to destroy themselves out of paranoia. Parallax was sealed inside a box on Maltus, the homeworld of the beings that eventually evolved into the Guardians of the Universe. Lovelies and a few other aliens plan to make the biggest heist the universe has ever seen and raided Maltus. Its abilities include flight, possession, mind control, fear induction, solid energy constructs. In conclusion, Parallax is the embodiment of fear. Star Sapphire. The character first appeared as Carol Ferries in Showcase number 22 SCP, October 1959, and as Star Sapphire in Green Lantern Fall 2 number 16 October 1962. Carol Ferries is Ferries Aircraft's vice president, as well as the only child of aerospace mogul Cole Ferries and his wife Christine. She hires Hal Jordan and quickly finds herself attracted to him. However, the young couple's romance quickly becomes complicated when Carol takes over the company. Zamorans crown her the new star, Sapphire. When the Zamorans discover that she is in love with Green Lantern, a servant of their estranged friends, the Guardians of the Universe, they send her to defeat Hal in battle as Star Sapphire. Her abilities include skilled aircraft pilot, use of power ring or gem grants, Star Sapphire energy conduit, ring duplication, force field generation, energy blasts, energy constructs, phasing, crystallization, flight, healing factor, invisibility and light refraction, wormhole creation, limited regeneration, electromagnetic scanning, real-time translation of all languages, material alteration, emergency homing beacon, thought relay, rage immunity, avarice immunity, true love sight and love attunement, mind alteration by gem or feelings of jealousy. In conclusion, Carol is a great foil to Hal Jordan and is a very strong character. Parallax. This is Parallax Hal Jordan, the original version of the character he first appeared in Green Lantern, Vol 3. Number 50, March 1990 for DC Comics. Following the complete destruction of his home, town Coast City by the villain Mongol, Hal Jordan descends into madness, destroying the Green Lantern cause, killing his friend Kilowog and all of the Guardians. After this, Jordan assumed the name Parallax and became a supervillain as detailed in the crossover Zero Hour Crisis in Time. Parallax attempted to rewrite history in order to stop the destruction of Coast City by using chronal energy pulled from the universe. His abilities include large-scale reality alteration, control over time. In conclusion, Parallax is the perfect example of a hero gone bad and how bad they can truly get. Necron. Necron first appeared in Tales of the Green Lantern Cause number to June 1981. Necron is the personification of death and ruler of a region adjoining hell known as the Land of the Unliving that also seems to border on limbo and purgatory within the DC universe. After the OEN scientist Krona was sentenced to banishment as pure energy, that energy somehow reached Necron's realm. A rift opens between the dimensions due to the paradox of an immortal now being in the realm of the dead. Krona cooperates because part of Necron's plan involves collapsing the universe so as to recreate it according to his own desires. Krona and his minions kill several Guardians and Green Lanterns, while destroying the central power battery to prevent the Lanterns from recharging their power rings. Krona's power supplied by the being and thus gives the Guardians enough time to banish Krona into the dead realm and close the rift with Jordan still trapped inside. The spirit of Jordan's predecessor, Abin Sur, helps him escape the realm. His abilities include draws power from and commands the souls and spirits of all who have ever died, darkness manipulation, dark energy manipulation, necromancy, godly strength, invulnerability, fatal touch, soul manipulation, matter manipulation, energy manipulation, dimensional manipulation, dark lightning, telepathy, reality warping, size alteration, immortality. In conclusion, Necron is an all-powerful god that uses powerful people to get his way. Krona first appeared in Green Lantern 4 to number 40 October 1965. Born on Maltus, Krona is an Oean scientist who became obsessed with observing the origins of the universe itself, despite an ancient legend that said discovering that secret would cause a great calamity. Krona constructs a machine that pierces the temporal barrier. His machine explodes at that instant, and the universe is shattered, causing the creation of the multiverse as the universe replicates into an infinite number of parallel universes. At this same moment, the antimatter universe is created, unleashing evil into the cosmos. His abilities include supreme genius intellect, enhanced physical attributes, vast psionic powers, virtual immortality, infinite regeneration, wields the powers of the emotional spectrum, body composed of anti-energy manipulation. In conclusion, Krona is a mega genius turned into an all-powerful god. Lovelace first appeared in Green Lantern 4 for number 25, December 2007. He is the primary wielder of the orange light of avarice, derived from the emotional spectrum of greed, and does not voluntarily allow others to wield that orange light. Lovelace is the first and for a long time the only individual to wield the power of the orange light. Little is known about his past, except that he comes from an incredibly long-lived species, as Lovelace is said to be over several billion years old. Billions of years ago, Lovelace belonged to a small guild of thieves which stole a number of artifacts from the planet Maltus, including a mysterious box supposedly worth an entire star system to the right buyer. In retaliation, the Guardians of the Universe sent their manhunters to pursue them. The Guardians and manhunters who tried were incinerated by the orange light of avarice. Fearing the power of the orange light, the Guardians offered the two surviving guild members a deal. In exchange for the mysterious box, the Guardians would trade the orange light under two conditions. First, as long as the orange light remained within the Vega system, the Guardians would agree not to interfere with it. Then secondly, for the safety of others, only one of the two thieves would be allowed to keep the orange light for themselves. Lovelace explained that the Guardians were desperate to get the box back because it contained the fear entity parallax. Agreeing to these terms, the two guild members fought to their death for the right to own the orange light, and Lovelace emerged victorious. His abilities include immortality, vast energy manipulation, matter manipulation, limited reality warping, space manipulation, superhuman strength, speed, stamina and durability, magical energy manipulation, soul manipulation, life and death manipulation, psionic resistance, weather manipulation, creation of orange avatars, flight. In conclusion, Lovelace is a man possessed by overwhelming need to have everything, and that making him into a villain. Atrocitus first appeared in Green Lantern 4 for number 29, May 2008. When the rogue manhunters rampaged through Space Sector 666, Atrocitus was one of only 5 beings in the entire sector to escape death, having been forced to witness his own wife and daughters killed by one of the rampaging robots. Renaming himself Atrocitus, he and the other 4 survivors formed a terrorist cabal known as the Five Inversions, bent on the destruction of the Guardians of the Universe and all who served them, with Atrocitus serving as their leader. The 5 Inversions performed a ritual which allowed them to peer into the future and discover the prophecy of the Blackest Night, which decreed that all life in the universe would end. Forming an empire of tears, the Inversions attempted to destroy the Guardians, but were defeated and imprisoned on the planet Ismote. In the aftermath of the Sinestro War, Atrocitus was seen forging a Red Lantern power battery. Utilizing the power of rage, he said that his first new victim would be the one who called himself the greatest Green Lantern, Sinestro. His abilities include superhuman strength and durability, red energy conduit, rage plasma, rage transformation, energy projection, blood portals, energy constructs, force field generation, flight, mind reading, precognition, rage absorption, rage infection, rage empowerment. Black Lantern resistance, blood replication, rage suppression. In conclusion, Atrocitus is an angry, vengeful man who wanted to make everyone just as mad as him. Black Hand. Black Hand first appeared in Green Lantern Vol. 2, number 29, June 1964. William Hand is born an inventive genius, developing a penchant for speaking in extremely old cliches later in life. William's family, the Hands, are renowned in Coastville. However, he grows to dislike them early in life. He feels the best way to distance himself from them, especially his three brothers, is to start a life of crime. After extensive study, he becomes an expert criminal and evades police at every turn. Eventually, his criminal behavior escalates into becoming a costumed supervillain. In preparation for an inevitable battle with the Coast City-based Green Lantern Hal Jordan, Hand makes his most noteworthy invention. The device he creates is able to absorb the residue of a Green Lantern Power Ring's energy from any object that it touches. For a while, he retires from a life of crime and attempts to run an adult theater. This new lease on life is ended abruptly by Guy Gardner and his girlfriend Ice. Black Hand develops a phobia of superheroes. While being transported to prison, Black Hand experienced a sudden power surge that killed his guards and began having visions of the dead planet Ryut and the Black Power Battery. After the visions, he roams the desert, hearing death calling to him. It instructs him to reclaim all the souls it has lost in the DC universe, including Superman and Hal Jordan. Black Hand returns to his family's house, kills his two brothers, his mother, his father, and then finally commits suicide. The first Black Power Ring, which reanimated Black Hand. She reveals that Hand is the physical embodiment of death in the same manner that I don't is for willpower. Parallax is for fear, and the Predator is for love. Hand then announces that he will use his new power to finally extinguish the light. His abilities include absorbs life force energy from living creatures to recreate his destroyed hand, created and wields a device which siphons energy from green power rings and mimics their abilities, wears an indigo power ring, wear a black power ring. In conclusion, Black Hand is a badass. Sinestro first appeared in Green Lantern Vol. 7, August 1961. Sinestro is born on the planet Corrigan in space, Sector 1417. One day, a Green Lantern named Gusgartha crash lands near him. Injured and apparently dying, Prol gives his ring to Sinestro, who barely understands what to do with it. He uses it to defend himself from the Lantern's pursuer. When Hal Jordan joins the Green Lantern Corps, Sinestro is assigned to be his instructor. Jordan is horrified at his new mentor's totalitarian methods, though Sinestro maintains that his Iron Fist rule is necessary to protect the people from alien forces. For using the power of the Green Lantern to instill fear rather than combat it, the Guardians banish Sinestro to the antimatter universe, a counterpart to the real universe made up of negative matter. Sinestro ends up on the antimatter world of Cord, creating a yellow power ring for Sinestro to use. The weapon is sent him back to the positive matter universe to seek revenge. Sinestro quickly becomes the Green Lantern Corps' most powerful nemesis. His abilities include genius-level intellect, power ring typically yellow or green variety, allows flight, superhuman strength, and hard light, constructs with use of power ring, innate understanding of the fears and phobias of others, expert strategist and tactician, skilled hand-to-hand combatant. In conclusion, Sinestro is the hero gone bad out of spite. Sinestro is by far one of the strongest Green Lantern villain.